I'm talking to you today about plumbing. I grew up in northern New Mexico and we did not have running water. We got our water from a well. Now, not this well, but we did get it from a well. We would have to put that bucket down the well and haul up the water. It was logical to put the water into two separate buckets so you'd be nice and even as you carried it back to the house. This is a bucket that would be in the house. This is a drinking water bucket, and those are ladles that we would use to drink our water. So we would just dip one of those ladles in there, take our little drink, put the ladle back. So it was kind of a communal a communal cup. Here's the bathtub that well, not this bathtub, but we did have a bathtub. So we didn't have running water, but we had a bathtub, clawed foot tub for our bath. This was the bath that we would use in the wintertime. Now, why, you might ask? Because this is our hot water heater. Yes, we had to haul our own wood in order for us to heat up the water. Once the water was heated, then we could put the water into the tub. So in the wintertime, when the water was very, very low in the well, there wasn't a lot of water we could use. So that's why we use this particular one and not this one. Okay, now this one took quite a lot of water to fill up, so this is usually the one that we would use. And in the summertime, might as well just go to the river, because what a pain. So this is our hot water heater, and this is the fuel for the hot water heater. Now that's not grandpa or anything like that, but you get the basic idea that we had a wood pile. This looks like some cedar that we got going on right here. And rain, sleet, snow, shine. It did not matter. You had to chop up that wood and haul that inside. Ah, plumbing. This is a hole. What is this hole for, you might ask? It is for an outhouse. We did not have running water, so we had to have an outhouse. Now, I can remember the boys in my town, I want to say town, the boys in my neighborhood would climb down into that hole, not that particular hole, but you get the idea, would climb down into the hole and play around down there. I was always afraid I'd never be able to get back up, so I never did that. So anyway, we're digging this hole, we're going to have an outhouse. Now, our outhouse had 3 holes. This picture here is showing one with 4 holes, but yes, indeed, we had a 3-hole mama bear, papa bear, and baby bear, basically. And it had to be sanded down so you wouldn't get any splinters in your bum. And yeah, that was the glory of the outhouse. Now, in the wintertime, yeah, you don't want to go out to that. It's far away, it's really cold, you don't want to freeze your butt. So my stepfather, we had a 2-story house, my stepfather would pee in one of these jars. And then my mom's job was to empty out said jars so that he didn't have to go outside to the outhouse. He actually didn't only do that in the wintertime. Kind of did it all the time. So that's welcome to the outhouse. So I wouldn't even have kids come over to my house unless they also had an outhouse because it's kind of a humiliating thing. So remember, we have this whole well issue, and that's where we're getting all our water. So that's going to play a big role when it comes to doing laundry. So this is a Wringer washer machine, and that's the kind of washing machine that we had. And since we didn't have indoor plumbing, the washing machine just sat right outside of the well, and you'd have to lift up the water and fill it in, and you wash your clothes, and then you have to run them through that black and gold section right there. That's 2 different wringers. You'd run the water through there, and then you'd have to rinse them and do it all over again. Then you hang them on the line to dry. So in the wintertime, when you want your clean clothes, you have to do the same thing. So here's clothes, they're on the line, and it snowed, and they're all freezing. Usually we would run out and with enough time, and we would take those back into the house, but here they are, and there are times where they would be so stiff they could stand up on their own, and you just have to slide your body into it and then stand in front of the hot water heater. You remember the hot water heater, right? I will go back and I will show you the hot water heater. There it is. Yeah. So you'd stand right in front of there, and you would slowly but surely dry off. Okay. Yay, plumbing. All right. So So I was talking about how these clothes were really, really stiff in the winter time, and we're putting those on and have to lean up against the hot water heater, which is actually the kitchen stove, and get ourselves dried off that way and warmed up. But in the summertime, which was really fantastic, Mom would roast these wonderful green chilies on the oil drum grill, and we would eat those chilies straight off of the grill. We'd climb the apricot tree that was right by where the clothesline was, and we'd eat those. So I can remember hauling water, doing laundry, eating the chilies, eating the apricots, and then we'd hang the wash up on the line and let it dry up in the sun. And it was really rather a wonderful part of it. It was a lot of hard work, but that was plumbing.